Hello, strong people. Week 9, Day 3 of OSG Mid-Atlantic Regional Prep. Secondary press day today, as usual for Day 3 of the week. Incline log. Something I'm pretty good at, usually. So, if this goes bad, then I should know that, maybe not in a great place, fatigue-wise. Because I don't usually feel this bad 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, whatever it is. So I mentioned to my coach, and he's seen the videos, obviously. So we're actually adjusting some of the programs. So fatigue is a little bit higher than it should be right now, probably. A lot of posterior chain work, and that's kind of what I'm feeling. That's just where I'm feeling the most just drained. Low back, glutes, hips are kind of angry. Yeah, so deadlifts may change a little bit, RDLs may change a little bit. Generally just a little bit lighter or eliminating some workload just to kind of compensate. We'll see how things go. It's a weird feeling because I am fatigued, but at the same time, my low back just doesn't quite feel right. The easiest way, I think, to describe it, and it's a weird feeling, it's not pain, really. It's just a weakness. It's almost like my low back has the flu. You know how you feel when you get the flu and you're just, achy? That's how it feels. So I don't really understand why it's like that. I don't think my low back and hips is really like circus dumbbell or the Husafel carry. But it is what it is. I got to train them. I think the leaning back on the Husafel is putting some unnecessary, well, not unnecessary. It's necessary in a Husafel. You want to lean back a little bit. But it's just putting extra pressure on my low back that it's not used to moving. That position I'm in all the time when I press, but moving like that, it's not, my body ain't liking it for some reason. So I don't want to take all night tonight in here. I want to get in, try to get some more food in me. Just try to eat more, honestly. I don't think I'm eating enough either. So, maybe that's partial. I don't know. Sleep doesn't seem to be too bad. So yeah, pretty much I got 2 sets of 5 on log and then 1 set of 5 plus, ramping up to a top set. So I'm guessing it usually goes that first set of 5 I'll hit. I'll go up to another set of 5, and then I'll stay at that same weight and hit the 5 plus. So I think to be in a good spot, I need to be somewhere in the upper 300s on this, in all honesty, because I hit 405 for 5, or 400 for 5, sorry, on this, but I also haven't done this movement in 4 or 5 weeks. So generally speaking, this is a good movement for me, so it should be, not too far off of that, I hope. I really don't know. So I did eat a little bit more when I got home, just to try to get something in me, and I waited a little bit to try to get it, actually digested a little bit. But something else. It's the Shaw Classic this weekend. And not going to lie, kind of wishing I was at the Open. Well, not with the way I'm feeling right now. I would be terrible. But they're not bad events for me. At least the first 3. I don't even know what's after that. I know there's, what is it? Log for reps. It's 330 for reps, I think. I won the log at Nationals, 345 for 5. Nobody else hit 5. I was the only one to hit 5. So good event for me, of course, whenever I perform the way I know I can. That would have been a good event for me, maybe. It's hard. I'm not there, so, there's no way of knowing, because there's monsters there. Guys that could be a world's strongest man, or, are the next up are there. So I'm not, it's just, I'd still love to give it a go, though. And then there's a medley. It's a medley. having a gas tank at that elevation is definitely going to be important. So that'll be a tough event for sure. It's like I know there's farmers. Are those two different events? Or are they in the one event? I can't remember if it's farmers and then there's a medley. I think one's like Husafell, sandbag, tank push, and then there's farmers, maybe? Or is there, or am I mixing it up? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm not there. But I am excited to watch it, so good luck to all the guys out there competing. And then I don't know what the finals events are other than a max Hummer tire deadlift. That'd be sick. I have a couple, there's two people I know who could win that event if they get to the final, which I don't have any reason to believe they won't. But I'm not even going to mention names. I know them. But I think we're going to see, if they get there, 1,000-pound plus on that tire pull, Hummer tire deadlift. So I hope I see it. I'll be watching. So that's enough talk. Let's get into some pressing and then hopefully not suck, basically. Losing my balance. All right. Press is feeling strong. That tells me, not like, great. If I had trained this movement the last 4 weeks, those sets would have gone a little bit better, just because it's, if you don't do a movement for 4 weeks, you're not going to pick up right where you left off, most likely. But with that being said, that went as good as I could have asked, considering what I just said, not doing it for 4 or 5 weeks, whatever it's been. So that tells me that I am in a good spot. It tells me that Monday, pressing outside, messed me up. Legs are still, they're wobbly, they're tired. But as far as stabilizing, this is obviously a huge part of stabilizing. Glutes, low back. And they're not in. Even though I'm not doing anything, like every time I go to put a weight away or lean over, I put that log back on the ground, it just feels not good. It's really tough to describe. So I'm skipping. I'm supposed to do single arm rows. I think cable rows. I'm not doing those. I'm supposed to do Meadows rows and Z press. I'm not doing either of those. I really think what aggravated it more than anything, and I just forgot about this, and I just remembered it just now. Anytime I do like a press out or a Z press, anything where I am not, my back is not supported, minus standing press. That doesn't seem to bother me because I can use my glutes to stabilize. At least usually I can. But on Z press, it's all core. That's what. And the way that I press, I lean back, obviously. In all my videos, every time I press standing, I'm leaning back. And you can't do that in Z press. So or any non-back supported press, I'll say. So it's putting pressure on my low back that I don't need right now. And I guess it wouldn't be as big of a deal, but this show is so posterior chain heavy that I'm already fatigued in the area, and then just putting more pressure on it isn't helping, and not in a good way. It's not like I'm working the low back doing a seated, non-back supported press like that. It's just putting pressure on the spine that I can't support, because usually when I'm leaning back like that, my glutes support me. Or if I'm leaning back or not leaning back, but like if I'm seated pressing with a back support, then I have that to lean on too. I'm not overextending. So that's kind of, and I told my coach that, I'm like, I don't think I can do these type of presses. Yes, I can do them, but I honestly don't feel like they help me much at all because of how I press. I don't press, because originally he taught me technique to, when you get above your head, throw your head through and then finish the press. And I don't agree with that. I've told him that forever. That's fine. You can disagree with your coach, but you better have a good reason and evidence to back it up, in my opinion. And based on the fact that my press is pretty good, I think I have some weight to that argument. So I don't agree with that style of accessory, given how I press. I could be very wrong about that, but it is what it is. That's how I feel. So I'm not doing either of those back movements. I don't want to be leaned over like that. The single arm cable row, that bothered my back a couple weeks back. Z press, same thing. It's gonna put that I can feel it right there as my hips push forward and my back goes back. I can feel that unnecessary pressure there, and I don't even have any weight in my hand. I'm not even in the position to do the press. So now is not the time to do stuff like that. I need to heal up more than anything. I honestly feel like if I did either any of those three movements, I'm gonna mess something up. And that could just be me being paranoid and a little bit worried, but I'm okay with that. We're not planning on easing up on moving days, which I agree. I'm okay with that, just because I cannot afford, like, there are movements that I haven't done a whole lot of, like the sandbag. I've never done in a show, every sandbag event in a show I've done, I've never had to move with it. It's only been to like shoulder or over a bar. So I've actually, now that I've thought about it, I've never done a sandbag run in a show, like where I pick it up and run with it, especially not a steeplechase. Husafell was a fairly, new event to me. I've done it twice in a show before. The second time I did it was bad. I moved it like 10 feet. No, that was the first time I did it, sorry. Second time I did it, I won the event. But it was a medley, it wasn't just Husafell. So, I am not overly confident in Husafell. I'm confident, but it's like at the same time, it's one of those events that I need to get my hands on more before showtime. And then frame, I got to keep my grip in check, of course, because it's a heavy frame. It's going to be the heaviest frame I've ever done. So instead, what I'm going to do is some tricep pushdowns, heavier, hopefully. And then I have, what else? Those same bicep curls I did before, Zotman curls. And then some core work. So we'll see. Oh, and I hear the dogs coming. Hi, puppies. I'm recording just so you're aware. Finishing up. I'm going with a lighter band this time. A little bit more slow and controlled. Yeah, that still got me a bit of a pump already. only 2 sets, so I know it doesn't look like, I'm doing much, but everything feels like a lot at this point in prep. Alright, that's pretty much it. That's all I'm going to record today. Not much, but for the best, I think. You know what I'm annoyed at? Myself. Because last night I went to make, I probably mentioned it before, but I've been doing Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt and orange juice. I've seen it from some other people. It's great. Mix it, do like 400 or 500 grams of Greek yogurt or whatever, however much you want. And then just enough orange juice to kind of, make a kind of a loose smoothie, basically. Shake it all together and down that. It's like, I don't know, what is it? It could be like 50 grams of protein, 50 if you wanted it. Like one serving is like 16 grams of protein, and it's like 170 grams of Greek yogurt, so yeah, if you did like 5 tens, 3 servings, 3 times 16 is like what? 48? I think so. Anyway, I got plain yogurt instead of plain Greek yogurt, which is half the amount of protein, like double the carbs, which I'm not mad about that, but I'm pretty upset. I got 5 containers of it. Stupid. I'm so upset. So, probably have to get some regular old Greek yogurt. That's my complaint for the day. So, not much else to say. I need to rest up, try to get my load back. Probably get a heating pad on it, massage gun. Maybe pop a hip back in if it's out, and kind of go from there. See how it feels. So, until next time, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.